I have a question. Why do I see so many people buy AirPods Maxes? Because on the surface, they just look like a bad value, yet so many people buy these. So let's talk about it. Alright, so here's the thing. The AirPods Maxes are not your typical headphones. And I'm not talking about the unconventional case that doesn't even fit the whole thing and is actually the only way that you can power these off, because the headphones themselves, they don't even have a power button. No, I'm not talking about that at all. And I'm not even talking about the metal design that adds weight to it, because most manufacturers would just keep plastic to, keep things light on your head. No, I'm not talking about that either. So is it the sound quality then? No, it's not even that, because honestly, these sound great. There's no distortion, the bass sounds good but isn't overpowering like a lot of other headphones. They're very balanced, the clarity is there. It honestly sounds very good from a technical perspective. At least coming from somebody who's not an audiophile, these represent the sounds very well, and I honestly really like them. I think the biggest thing with the sound of these though is that it makes it feel that it's not just coming from like a left ear cup and a right ear cup, but it actually feels a little bit bigger than that. It's more spatial, if you will. And that's even with their spatial audio feature turned off, which is also a pretty cool feature, by the way. But this feeling of the sounds sounding grander and the soundstage being a little bit bigger, it's subtle. But in my opinion, it makes a slight difference, and I like it. So going back to the reasons why these are not your typical headphones and why people are buying them is connected to a couple of things. It's the price, the company, and the experience. See, these are $779 in Canada and almost $800 headphones essentially. And whenever somebody is wearing these and somebody sees them, they immediately just think, oh, that person's got money, because these are expensive. And if that's the initial reaction, then these are a status symbol. That's essentially what they are. Like, yes, they sound good, but let's be real, a lot of people just get these because they're Apple, and that's the company, that's the brand. And also, it's their best headphones, so they're most expensive in their lineup, which directly relates to the price. But another reason is experience. Now, this is a smaller reason in comparison to these essentially just being a status symbol, but still, it's a reason why people buy Apple products, because everybody knows their ecosystem is good. And the same is true with these. You can seamlessly use these with any other Apple device, like it works effortlessly. And essentially, if you just want that level of ease and how everything's interconnected, paired with also good sound quality, then you get these. But okay, I've answered my initial question on why people get these. They're a status symbol that just happens to work really well. But for me, I wouldn't get them because it's expensive, and for that price, it's simply not comfortable for me. Like, they're heavy, they're made of metal, and a lot of times when I'm wearing them, I feel a clamping pressure, and I would not want that on headphones that I spent $800 for. I would more rather get Sony XM6s that just sound as good, if not better in some cases. These also don't have a manual EQ like the Sonys because they actually adapt the sound to best fit your ear and your seal and everything like that, which is a good thing, but that's not why I wouldn't get these. Essentially for me, they're just too uncomfortable, and the price just isn't there, the value just isn't there. But like I said, if you want the best Apple experience and sound, then you get these. You'll like how they'll perform. But I just don't know if you'll like the comfort. But hey, that's been this video. If you liked it, then like it. And if you loved it, then subscribe. And I'll see you later. Peace.